The Adoptive Awareness Conference 2024 represents a significant step towards promoting a culture of adoption that prioritizes the well-being and rights of children. By fostering policies, it will aim at dialogue, sharing experiences, and advocating for support to the needy children. In preparation for the conference, today the Adoptive Parents of Uganda held a press conference, and the Chair Organizing Committee, Andrew Rugasira, noted that the core value of the conference is to galvanize Ugandans to adopt children more than foreigners, which is why there is a move to simplify the adoption process.
Fundamentally, we want to see our children adopted here at home, not necessarily adopted abroad, but adopted here in this culture, in their heritage, where they're from. And for that, we need to try and find ways of making it easier for parents who want to adopt, to understand the legal framework, to understand the social care environment and the early child development issues associated with adoption. So that's why we came together. And I think with this conference, we'll foster that dialogue, that environment, that support, so that we can promote adoption in this country. Because I think as Ugandans, there is a very strong caring culture anyway, already in our society.
Barbara Nancha Mutagubya, the Executive Director, Sanyu Babies Home, echoed the importance of having Ugandans embrace adopting, which is constantly to monitor the well-being of these children in their new families.
We know that there are many children adopted and taken abroad from a number of institutions in Uganda, but we do not have the capacity to follow up the children. Ideally, when an international applicant comes to the High Court and gets an adoption order, they will immediately immigrate with a child to their home country, and Uganda doesn't have the capacity to follow up. So that is why we would appreciate if many Ugandans, resident Ugandans, come and embrace the culture of adopting our Ugandan children.
She also gave the current statistics of children living in babies' homes across the country, which is over 50,000 children, with 50 of them at Sanyu Babies Home.
Statistics mention that there are over 2 million children in Uganda, and out of these, over 50,000 children are currently living in 800 child care institutions in Uganda. And out of the 50,000 children, 50 children live at Sanyu Babies Home at a time. Sanyu was established way back in 1929 by a missionary sister, Winfred Walker, and we care for abandoned babies and children deprived of parental love from a few hours old after birth up to 4 years old. And at any one time, we can take care of 50 babies. Today, we have 49 children in our care. Over the year, we have an average of about 80 children coming into Sanyu Babies Home, 80 new children.
Following the challenges encountered during the process of adopting a child, Sheila Kawamala, an adoptive parent, called on government to cut off the legal costs which make the process complicated, yet those parents adopting are actually helping out children to have homes.
When the children end up eventually in an institution, they feel they are rejected maybe by their biological parents, but also rejected by us as society. So they grow up in an institution. So when we take them in, I think to me, it is helping all of us as Ugandans. So it is something which government should come in and subsidize the costs. Let that, because already 4 years, 3 years, I've been fostering this child. Make it easy for me to get the child into a family.
Some of the partners for the conference were around and shared their insights regarding the cause.
We've been encouraging parents out there to take on children, to give them a family to belong to, but also to give them an identity. One of the greatest gifts we could give these children is a place to belong as well as an identity.
An adopted child can become a heir. It's well elaborated in the Children Act of 2016. Because there are very many provisions in that Children Act that we adopted in 2016. So it's very true, an adopted child can be a heir.